Now, one of the things that you may be asking, if we're going to use all of the channels, and I'm going to use 8 of the inputs, because I've got 8 microphone inputs, right, to record the drums, how am I going to be able to, use the other inputs? Of course, we're going to record the drums, and the whole idea is once we record the drums, and then we're going to be mixing down just the drums onto the master bus. And then we're going to copy that onto track 9 and 10. So in the end, just before our final song mix, we will have drums on 9 and 10. But here's a question I'm pretty sure many people are going to be asking. Well, let's say we assume that we recorded everything. I've got the drums here, I've got guitars here, and everything else, the vocals, all good. And I'm coming down to final mix down, but I realize that the drums don't sound as good. Or there's, let's say, in this song, I've got brass section. The brass don't really sound good. The balance is not right. How I'm going to go back and be able to edit, especially the drums, right? Because once we mix it down into a stereo and we replace it into 9 and 10, how and we're going to overwrite and record other things on those other channels, right, onto the tracks on the multi-track recorder. How are we going to be able to recall back and just do a tweak? Maybe the snare was too high, or maybe the kick was too loud, or the overheads were too compressed and too washy, and we've got too much room resonance coming in. So how are we going to go back? Well, if you stick around, that's the secret I'm going to tell you. Well, once you know, it's not going to be secret anymore, but that's the thing that I'm going to talk about, how to manage and organize the recording session so that you can still go back to the drums and mix it again, adjust it again, and be able to, let's say if there were some timing issues in between, of course you could go in and punch out just that section of the drums, right? Because you can do punch in and punch out, do another mix, and then come back to the final mix. So I hope you stick around for that.